Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great too. So today I'm doing a daily tarot card reading for the 5th of December 2019. The first card that I have for you is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups card is about a separation. The separation is causing a tower situation. Maybe perhaps one partner is leaving and they have to restart somewhere else. So maybe perhaps there's a truce between the two of you, or maybe someone is using their intuition. This intuition could be that of the Queen of Wands. Maybe she is being intuitive and deciding to create a new project or something like that. Maybe she is, let's see, hold on. Maybe perhaps the two of them, they break up, somebody moves in somewhere else. They at least agree to be friends or at least agree to be amicable. Okay? Pretty much the same thing. But anyway, the Queen has the Fool reversed next to her. That means she's regretting something from the past. She maybe regrets she got into that relationship, something to that effect. But this Fool card is in between the Hermit and the Queen of Wands, okay? I'm not sure if they both are having the same feeling, like they both have regrets about the relationship. Because perhaps this Hermit card is representing a Virgo. So I'm not sure if they are having regrets. Someone is being deeply introspective at the moment, trying to figure out why did this have to happen. We have the Wheel of Fortune card, and the Wheel of Fortune card is about luck. This luck card is behind the Hermit. So perhaps the masculine energy is having a improvement of his luck. So the next card that we have, maybe like I was explaining a while ago, the Queen could have been intuitively thinking about doing something. Maybe she was not really in a work mode. She is a fire energy sign, and a lot of times fire energy people are about their work, but maybe perhaps she has a new idea or something to I guess make a better life for herself, being separate from her partner, her former partner. So this could be the Queen's energy, but considering that there's a male in the picture, it could be the Hermit's energy. Anyway, one of the two of them is deciding to invest and to, I guess, start on a project that will give them future increases in income and provide a better future for his or herself. Maybe perhaps that's schooling or something to that effect. But anyway, so I'm just gonna assume, because hold on one second, because our Hermit is followed by the Wheel of Fortune, is possibly the masculine energy or the Virgoan energy that is, I guess, producing this endeavor that's gonna better his future. Okay, it could be either or, because like I said, this could be the Queen's intuition and she's passionate anyway and fiery, so it could be either or. So regardless, we have a masculine energy here who is going toward his goals. His goals are maybe to make a better life for himself. Let's see what happens. So now see, we have this Eight of Pentacles card here, so followed by this Knight of Swords. So like I said, somebody is trying to push toward a brighter future by starting out doing something now so that it'll pay off later. We have a Death card behind them, which is transformation, okay? So someone is growing as a person as they're trying to better themselves. Now, I really don't understand why this Seven of Swords card is behind the Death card here, because the Seven of Swords card is about an enemy, an opponent. So I'm not sure why this opponent card, ironically, is always seemingly behind this Emperor card. It's either behind or in front for like 2 readings. So I'm not sure if there's an enemy around our Emperor, or if it's related to the Emperor. I'm not really sure. Okay, now all of a sudden I just got it. I totally got it. Okay. So I tried to do this reading before and I missed this. Now I just got it. So Our Knight of Swords went through a transformation, okay? Maybe perhaps he was so solid in his motivation to become a better person. Like he really did it and became an emperor in his energy. That would be a really great jump. So maybe he had some really large ambitions, okay? This is a possibility of what happened, okay? Because we have a transformation, like his ambition is pushing him and growing him as a person, okay? But the reason why I keep seeing this Seven of Swords around this emperor is because the emperor is trying to sneak off with something, okay? And this is not like a physical object. It's not like he's going into the store and trying to sneak off with something. Look what happens next. Okay, so we have the emperor. We have the lovers. There's an attraction that the emperor has to a Queen of Swords, okay? So the emperor is trying to steal somebody's heart. That's what's going on. I just got it, okay? Now that makes sense, okay? So there's something going on. Okay, so I kind of find that a little bit funny because we want to think of the emperor as like this very astute person who is all about nobility and power and authority. But I guess he has feelings too. We can't forget he's a person. So that's quite interesting. But look at this. We have the Queen of Swords, and the next card is the King of Swords. Look, that's really interesting, okay? So it's like, wow, we have this lover's triangle going on, okay? These daily tarot card readings, it's kind of like a soap opera. Well, let me hold the king. So I have the king and the queen next to each other. They're both in Swords energy. This is air sign energy. Air signs are Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, okay? And the air signs are good with their intellect, like they like to be deep in conversation, but they're also really quick to cut each other with their words. So the reason why this couple may not have such a happy household is because they speak their mind, and as they speak their mind, they may offend one another, okay? They're both in the upright, so maybe perhaps they're not doing it right at this moment, but when they're in the reverse, they really probably have it out. So in the reverse, like the queen is probably ruthless, and then the king, you know, I'm pretty sure their household is pretty loud if they both are in the reverse, okay? So anyway, what's going on in between these two, and why is it that there's another energy coming toward the queen? So for one thing, perhaps the emperor, I'm not sure what he sees in the queen. Perhaps he likes it when a woman is well-spoken. Maybe perhaps the queen likes it when a man is in his authority, but he doesn't have to speak so much, at least not in a harsh way. Maybe perhaps she doesn't like a man who strategizes against her, maybe. So maybe the emperor's approach to the queen is more gentle and more noble. I'm not sure. You guys can tell me in the comments. Anyway, behind the king and the queen, we have the Ace of Swords, okay? So the Ace of Swords is kind of about speaking your mind. So these two, obviously, they both have swords in their hand. They both are intellectual, and they both are, I guess, able to be in conflict with one another rather easily. So that could be the reason why this couple is not on the best of terms, okay? So I'm going to hold these two together because the next few cards are relevant to them. So we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. And this is a card about the Three of Wands reversed is about the obstacles between the couple. And then on top of that, we have this Ten of Cups, okay, in the reverse. And this is about a relationship that's broken. All right, so then on top of that, we have this Nine of Wands. That's about people who have sensitive feelings because they, I guess, talk too much and argue too much. Maybe they disagree too much. Maybe they don't say things nicely to one another. I'm not sure. So the next card is the Star card. The Star card is about having your dreams and wishes fulfilled. And so I'm not sure who desired this, but maybe perhaps they did get back together. I'm not sure if they're the couple that broke up. initially, because initially we had the Queen of Wands and the Hermit. That could just be energy. We could be talking about the same couple, but they were in different energy. The Queen might have been more fiery and passionate and more creative, and then the King at that point could have been in his own mind, maybe, if that was the same couple. If it was the same couple, they're in separation at the moment. Remember, the first card is the Eight of Cups. So this couple could be in separation. Maybe some person, one of the two, wanted them to get back together. But then the final card for this reading is the Four of Cups. Someone is bored, okay? Now, I'm not sure who's bored, because apparently the Queen of Swords has options. Maybe she's the one that's bored. Maybe perhaps she's looking for someone else for whatever reasons I mentioned earlier. Maybe perhaps you can tell me your reasons if you have situations going on in your life and you want to comment. Anyway, I'm just letting you know the energies that might be affecting your December the 5th, 2019. And you guys can tell me if I was on target or not, okay? So you can leave comments. You can subscribe. You can hit the bell button if you want to see more videos. You can also, listen to upcoming videos and support me, okay? Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Okay, bye.